What's up, everybody? It is Tuesday. Market is pretty green right now. We got a lot of stocks showing up for a possible opening play here. I got, looks like four of them, maybe five. Be setting up pretty good. Tesla's gonna be a pretty big candidate right now. So is IQ. GLMD is up 265% right now. It's another pharmaceutical company. One of their drugs did really well. Just good results. Basically making a jump up. Crazy numbers. So definitely going to be a lot to pay attention to at the open here. We are open. Tesla's looking pretty good for a long over the high there. So it's about not quite there yet, but looking at about 90 cents of risk here. It looks like it's gonna go up too early. Yeah, a little too early. GLMD, pretty crazy spread. Pretty crazy numbers. Though I would like to take it long over the high here. Looks like I can take about 200 shares on it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for 200. God, spread is just... I want to be aggressive, but I need to keep my risk in mind as well. I think I'm gonna go for it. Looking to get about $1.25 out of it. See if we can break here. Pre-market high is at 27.55. I'm looking to get in at 27.07. Might be seeing something here shortly. We're gonna fail. Okay. Once we pull back here. Oh shoot. Yeah, Tesla's turning around. This might be turning around. That's nothing anymore. Alright, well, Twitter looks pretty good for an opening range play here. Still can't really figure out what I want to do with this GLMD. About to get taken out, it looks like. guess it was too overextended. Alright. Twitter to chill for a second. If I can consolidate this candle, I'll take it long over the highs. I might just want to go now. About 30 cents of risk, so 30, it's about $6.50. My risk is gonna be VWAP. So I'm looking to take Twitter long over the highs here. Got 650 shares. I did not get filled. Come on, man. Alright, I'm in Twitter. Looking to get 30 cents out of it, so I got about 43.40. Looks pretty green here. Looks like things are relatively moving. My favorite SPY just had a big red candle. That's not too much of a help. Twitter has no resistance in the way. No daily, no nothing, so it's got space to move. See if they make a new high here, it'd be nice. New high. It's giving me a nice place to put my new stop loss here at this 10. Oh, the SPY is really dropping right now. Might want to think about being a little cautious here, because that's pretty red. I don't know. It's still holding. I'll give it a chance here. SPY's got a rebound candle now, that's good. See if we can keep pushing. I'm seeing a lot of buyers and sellers. SPY's turning around again. I'm gonna take some partials a little early here. Because I'm not liking how the overall market is right now. Take a little more. A little more. Still got 350 shares. If you want to push for a new high day, I'll take another. If not, stop loss is definitely that 10. See if we can get in the 40s. Well, I was wrong and should not have taken off early, but I just was not comfortable with what was going on, so... in the 50s. Jeez, look at this move. That's crazy. Alright, 150 left. I'll probably get all out the next time. Alright, Twitter's going to set up for a good SMB play later on whenever it consolidates or comes back to VWAP. Alright, if we want to push to a new high day, I'll be looking to take the last off. Yeah, hopefully that's going to be it for my trade anyway. It might want to keep moving here, but I mean, we're getting to the point now where it's getting pretty overextended. I definitely took my first partials because I did not like the market at the time. You can see we had this big red drop off, then we had a rebound candle there, and then we just had this huge sell off there. Definitely the bearish engulfing, and after I saw that I was like, okay, well, if this thing's going to start struggling as much as it is, maybe it's a good idea to start taking a little bit off whenever I can. So it's ended up being a pretty decent trade, but I probably could have held on a little longer for, you know, obviously this move, but you know, I took a little in front of my profit target, but just because it wasn't really breaking out or nothing. The market at the time definitely made me consider that I might want to start taking some off. Alright, well, if Twitter wants to consolidate, I'll be looking to get an entry in it. Looks like I is setting up too. I is the weird one because it's kind of stuck in the middle of a bunch of resistance, so it's not a great long. No, it'd be kind of... doesn't make much sense to just take this thing for 30 cents when it's already had a pretty good move up there. Keeps not really doing anything. Like something's going on at 146 in RH. I need to see the tape if it gets up there. I also can't short it, so I'll definitely have to play to the long side. Looks like 146 wasn't really a huge point. I guess it was back in the super early morning. And then we got about 147. Twitter's still moving higher. Alright, I'll turn this back on once RH gets back to 146. Okay, Twitter got a small order in for 150 shares if it breaks above this little consolidation here down by the VWAP. Getting ready to take it for one of those SMB trades. I guess my target is going to be, it's a pretty small size to start. I'm only risking about $50 to start again, kind of the same deal as the last time. Market's still kind of red right now, but it looks like it may be turning around. The trends are starting to turn around, the ticks starting to turn around. Fangs are still moving up. SPY is still dropping though, so that's definitely not going to be helping too much. Stop loss is going to be below this candle at, looks like 16. We're doing 16, so that is in just in case. I'll just be looking to keep adding as it keeps moving higher, if it does keep moving higher. If not, stop out, tiny loss, no big deal. See, the FI is looking pretty good, just kind of just pulling back and bouncing a little bit here. Next daily resistance isn't until about 45. Let's see how back Lightspeed can go. Yeah, it doesn't look that clean. With this 20 coming up on it, I figured it has a pretty good chance to keep moving higher here, but the SPY is really dropping right now. It's definitely no help. But I also didn't want to wait for the SPY to turn around, and the off chance that this trade does happen to start moving higher, and I just missed the trade. So that's not what I'm trying to do, because I don't see these kind of setups every single day. Alright, then I will just revisit this when I have to. Okay, Twitter's acting pretty interesting right now, and it just broke up. So I'm going to add here. It's kind of interesting. We got up to about this 60 area, and it pulled back down to about the 30s, and then all of a sudden this huge buyer came in, just like tens, thousands, 20,000 shares, just popped this thing up, and then it failed to really kind of retest that low. So I told myself either this is my new stop loss here, so I can make this my new stop loss, and I can add if it breaks above this little consolidation period. And now we get back up to 60. Now it just broke through 60, so now I'm going to look to take off any partials up around the high of day here. I'd like to take off and then re-add later if it calls for it, I guess. Because I don't want to... The market's kind of turning bullish, but it's not really at that point quite yet. It's kind of... I'd say it's found a bottom, really. Because we failed to make a new low, and now it looks like it's kind of breaking out again. So I wanted to be a little aggressive on it, but not too aggressive, so my risk is still, you know, it's a little less than $100. And then I'd look to take partials up here because I don't want to just pretend like it's going to blow through this like it's nothing, but only want to be taking it after it, you know, really shows me that it is going to be an area of resistance. If it's not, then it's going to keep going higher, and then I'll just keep looking to add as it goes through it up till about 45 is the next daily spot. So just where I'm at in the trade. Hopefully we still see some more green. Okay, and just as fast as I left, I'm back. Looking to take some more partials up here already. Just want to see what it does first. SPY's still pretty green here, so if we want to make a new high day, fangs are starting to turn around too. Tick still isn't doing anything special. This is a nicey stock, and the niceys, Tick's actually heading to 400 here, so this actually looks really good now. So if we can make it... Oh, there's a hidden seller here. Is he gone? He's gone. What happened? Oh, that's a stop. Shoot. I don't know. You know, you're always... okay, SPY's really green now. So the thing you're always supposed to tell is... or know, I guess, is you're supposed to let your winners run. Twitter hasn't even turned around for a second yet. And this is... Oh my god, this is not a scalp trade. So, alright, now I need to take something. Because we're getting close to a whole number. And this is a crazy move again. I need to take something off. If we can get a little higher again here. So we're still not slowing down too much. I don't know if it's going to turn around on me. Yeah, it's enough red. I'm debating whether I want to wait for a pullback, because I don't know how far it's going to pull back. But right now I'm staring at the tick, and it seemed that whenever the... alright, take a little bit off. See, whenever the tick started getting above that 400 area, we just blew right through that, and like it was nothing. So I still got 200 shares. I do want to wait and see what happens, but I do at the same time, you know, just take a little bit, lock in some gains. I don't want to give it back, because I can definitely look to re-add after it. And whole numbers only act as resistance if they act as resistance. And since we haven't gotten to it yet, we don't really know. But I'm definitely in a position that I can afford to wait for a pullback. And with the market turning around like it is, that just looks like something that's an okay one to do that. Looks like this 80's holding pretty well here. Nope. This buying's definitely good too. It's definitely above average. And it really, at this moment, looks like Twitter is going to be the only thing I'm going to be looking at for the rest of the day too. Because nothing else is really doing anything. Alright, well, I'll turn Twitter back on whenever I see something that I need to pay attention to. Okay, Twitter's come back to the high of the day here. Just looking to take off another 100 if it breaks through. If we start hovering around that 96 again, I'll be looking to take off. SPY's still moving up pretty green here. Tick's not really moving green though. Trend's in the 50s, which is probably as low as I've ever seen it. Facebook, which I would assume is the leader for stocks like Twitter, you know, the social media stuff, isn't really green, while the rest of the FANG are green. I think with Twitter, I'd want to see Facebook be green the most, but it's not. I mean, conditions definitely aren't bad right now. We're at an area, and I want to make sure that I lock in what I'm supposed to lock in. Back at 96. I want to see it make a move higher, and then I'll take it. Tick is pretty slow up there. Yeah, that's a big order there. Well, every time we get up there. Here we go. Yeah, we got something. Tick partial. Still got 100 left. I want to see what it happens at this 44 area, because it is kind of giving me a decent area to, you know, I got my new risk down here at 68. I could add back into this trade depending on what it does. Well, I don't really know, because we are well past my profit target of the original 75. SPY's still moving higher. The ticks are turning around though. Ticks are turning negative. SPY's moving up. FANGs are also moving up. What was that? Huge buy order just came in. Bunch of sellers here at 99. I don't know if we're going to break through that or not. Getting closer. Looks like we want to. Plus, we're also pretty far from VWAP. I mean, this thing could obviously go as high as it wants to, but I don't know. I don't want to trade as if I'm thinking that it is going to go as high as it wants to. I want to trade like these resistance points are going to be resistance points. Just want to see it touch 44. I'm changing my stop loss to a close below the 9. Spice had a big red candle. You see, he's got a big buyer here, and now he's not there. I think I'm like 20 seconds off or something. Let's see if we can bounce back here. Might be it right here. Close below. I am all out of Twitter finally. This actually wouldn't be a bad spot to add in, depending on what the rest of the market is doing. Tick is dropping down into the negatives. Fangs are starting to turn around and turn red again. SPY just broke through VWAP. I think we had a failed push through it, and very quickly we came back underneath it. So maybe the market conditions aren't the best anymore, but Twitter had a pretty good run there. I mean, obviously, if I was going to re-add into this trade, this 70 makes a really nice stop loss, 44, good entry, 30 cents a risk. I mean, it could go up to 45 if it wants to, but we're already massively overextended. Maybe not so much on the intraday chart, but on the daily and the bigger time frames, definitely overextended. Definitely a lot to write about this one, though. You know, just more things to consider. Adjust my rules for these kinds of trades. So I'm still waiting to have a losing one of these trades to see how I can manage it better. Because I mean, I can definitely size up on these things. I mean, I was risking like a little less than $50 at the very start of this trade, I think, and then I think I made about almost 150 on it. So it's almost like a 3-to-1. Definitely a good deal, but I'll come back to it later. Okay, I am done for the day. I just finished up typing anything and everything, the report, filling in the stats, spreadsheet, data. So if you definitely want to read that, it's a lot more in-depth than what I'm about to go over. Basically just took Twitter, opening range play, had a very nice pre-market action. Took it long, took some off early because market wasn't the greatest, and I was getting a little nervous about how long it was really taking to make a move higher. So I didn't want it to, get up here and then just have it turn right back around against me. So I took my partials a little early. Again, that seems to be the theme this week, even last week, the week before that. Just taking stuff off a little bit too early. I really need to try and hold out. Twitter ended up pretty much ignoring the market all day, not really following what it's been doing at all. You can just look. I mean, the chart's not near the same at all. Second trade I took is just definitely read about it. It's gonna take forever for me to go over it, but it ended up being a pretty good trade. Definitely a lot of things to think about, a lot of things to talk about. Just trying to get more data on those trades. I don't want a loser on these trades, but I want to get to a point where I get to my second ad and then it's a loss, or I get to my third ad and then it's a loss. I want to see how well I manage that, how I can, adjust how I manage it. Just another point to get to somewhere down the road, and guess we'll figure out when I get there. But finish the day up 350, pretty good day, and I'll be back again tomorrow. Thanks for watching.